Hi YouTube viewers, Mr. Math here with the next installment of Let's Play Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. Okay, we have three things to take care of. We need the targeting module that the Techno Baron was making for the Ammo Baron. We need to find his new recruits who apparently went to the palace and never came back. And we need to find some way to restore Barracuda Joe. So let's go to the palace first. And now that we have the speed booster, oh yeah, it's a much faster trip this time. And I'll be getting that heart squid on my way back. Also, I have thought about things and have changed my mind regarding which of the cacklebats I'm leaving for last. But first... Hey, you look familiar. Haven't we met before? Yeah, as opposed to Shantae. I think you just answered your own question, young lady. And here's Brandon. No! I just happen to have something that looks exactly like it. Yes, of course, it's your enchanted blade. Yep, your blade. I can't tell if Shantae is annoyed or looking forward to this. But these two obviously are looking forward to it. They are making fun of my favorite childhood show, My Cup Runneth Over. Yeah. And the other two girls behind her, so 6. And the brochure salesman back there, so 7. No, 7. I disagree. Fun? Yes. But cool? No. He-Man was a very stupid show. I believe I mentioned that earlier. He's already noticed that you're missing. Yep. So apparently those girls we met on Saliva Island are sort of evil mercenaries who work for people like the Ammo Baron and the Grim Reaper's ghost. I love the music, by the way. Aw, the music's gone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that in the entire run of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, we never once see He-Man turn back into Prince Adam. So, how does he do it? But anyway, I was mentioning earlier that I changed my mind about which Cacklebat I'm leaving for last. There's a Cacklebat hidden in the palace sewer, and that's the one I'm leaving for last, because it's closer to the palace than the one that's over here. And, you know, this one I can get just by walking on through here. So by switching places with these two and getting this one now and saving the one in the sewer for last, I ought to save a little bit of time. Maybe not a lot of time, but a little bit. And now I have to go get the heart squid that's in the scarecrow fields here. I could have gotten this heart squid a lot sooner because you only need Risky's hat in order to get it. But, you know, I just never got around to it. Okay, so now I'm going back to the save point guide to get my usual, oops, running start. It feels so satisfying to use the speed booster to blast through the area like this. And now, he still needs the targeting module and that good-for-nothing Barracuda Joe. We can get either of them in whichever order we please. I'm going to get the targeting module first, but before I do that, I have decided that there is one other thing on Saliva Island that I need to show you. It's kind of an Easter egg, and you can't get it until you have the speed booster. Oh. I saw that coming. I literally saw that coming. And it happened anyway. Ugh. Well, anyway, in the Spittle Maze, there is an Easter egg that you cannot get until you have the speed booster. So down I go. In this first area, you get a running start and go through here. And inside is a fairly faithful reproduction of the first dungeon in the Game Boy Color game. It's not an absolutely perfect rendition, but it's a pretty faithful job. And not just the graphics or the dungeon map, but also the music. The music, this is the music from the dungeon. And if you pay particularly close attention, you'll notice that it is the same music that was played in the Cackle Tower dungeon here in Pirate's Curse. The Cackle Tower music is just this song right here remixed. Now I got a key in that room, and yeah, I could use it to unlock this door, but if I go that way, I'll just end up at another locked door. I need to get another key down here. And I might as well get it now rather than backtracking later. One of the differences, by the way, between this version of this dungeon and the one that was in the actual Game Boy Color game is that none of the waterfalls are moving here. I don't know why they did that. You know, they could have easily added that effect, but for some reason they made all of the water static. It's not like that in the Game Boy Color game. And by the way, notice that now that I have the pistol fully upgraded, the shots look a lot different. Anyway, here's the second key. And now I can go back to that locked door and make it through the rest of the way. Oh dear. Forgot about this guy. Take that. And by the way, this gap here, in the first game, you could simply run across this gap in kind of the same way you can do in a Mario game. Oh, that's odd. Well, usually you can just run across the... In the first game, you can run across single block gaps like that, which they probably took from a Mario game, but that ability does not exist in the rest of the series, in Risky's Revenge and Pirate's Curse. And there's a secret way into this room here, thanks to that crab, we know about it. And that's easy enough. Even though the shot looks a lot different now that it's been upgraded, I still can't hit the crab guys when I'm standing at their level. It still goes right over their head. And wait for the 3 fires. And now I can go on through. And here's the other locked door that I would have gotten trapped at. Took care of him pretty fast, didn't I? And now we're at the end of the Easter egg dungeon. I get a pirate flare, an auto potion, and a super monster milk. And a bunch of gems. So yeah, that's the Easter egg in the Spittle Maze. And now we really are finished with Saliva Island. There is literally nothing else to see here. And let's get a running start. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to go get that targeting module. That was my next plan, I believe. Let's see. Do I have... Yeah, I have all of the heart squids and cacklebats from everywhere except Mudbog Island and Frostbite Island. Okay. Off we go. Ow. Phooey. Yep, they do a lot of damage, but they can't take a lot of damage. Oh, almost made it. Okay. This is kind of tricky. Oops. And now the wolf's going to be back, so... I didn't make it over the gap, but at least I got some gems as a consolation prize. I'm still annoyed at that, though. And I'm at the save guy in the middle of the map. Yeah, this is pretty much the center of the Frostbite Island map. They divide it into two because it's too long for a single screen. And there's a cackle bat down here. And I'm not happy that I had to give up my speed booster charge to get him, but... it would have been more annoying to skip him. There is one more cacklebat here on Frostbite Island, but I cannot get it until I have finished the Frostbite Island dungeon. Or to be more precise, until I have received the special item in the Frostbite Island dungeon. Once I have that special item, I could leave the dungeon and come out to get it. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. So this is the way to Propeller Town that Techno Baron told us about, where we will find his assistant and the targeting module. And you have to be careful for the blades. Now there are a couple, actually there are like 3 heart squids hidden up here, and I can only get one of them. Assuming I'm counting correctly, there's 3 of them, and I can only get one of them. The one that I can get is down here. And while I am on my way to get it, I'd just like to mention Propeller Town is a really neat place, and I love the music. This is a remix of the of one of the 2 overworld themes from the Game Boy Color original. So there's a heart squid hidden somewhere in this rather large room, and the way it is a maze. This room is a maze of these propeller devices. The way to get the heart squid is you drop into the center device here at the start. And when you get to the first green one, you push down. And when you get to the second green one, you push left. And that's all there is to it. If you know exactly how to get here, it's easy, but you can spend a lot of time trying to work this out. So yeah, I'm done here. There are at least 2 more heart squids. I think there's only the 2. And I cannot get them until after I have finished the dungeon. By the way, a cannonball is going to come out of his butt. Did you notice that? When that particular monster is facing you, and you hair whip him, a cannonball shoots out of his backside. And if the cannonball hits another enemy, it hurts it. I really hate this part. I have spent a lot of time trying to figure out the way through here because of the way this thing fakes you out. But I've worked it out now. I can make it through here without any problems, but I still don't like it because of bad memories of not being able to make it in previous playthroughs. And this area. Risky's hat is invaluable in getting through here. And watch for the cannonball. I'll wait until he turns around. Cannonball! Did you see it? I'm not sure who designed that thing. It's not really an intelligently designed machine. And up we go. And we are at about the 20-minute mark. So I am going to cut the video here. And I will see you next time, YouTube viewers, on Let's Play Shantae and the Pirate's Curse as we proceed on through Propeller Town. Later.